everyone, so in this video I would like to talk about, it's kind of spooky season obviously, or maybe I walk like that every day, you wouldn't know. No, but I'm going to talk about like a lot of things, but I don't know, let's see what's gonna goes through. So I was kind of thinking about, okay, maybe let's say this one, like this whole concept on like YouTube of like likes and dislikes or whatever. And again, just to like begin to make it clear, like I am aware, or at least I try to be aware, that whoever like, you know, clicks or, you know, like, I don't want to fall into this like whole concept already created by society, because that's like what I don't like. And part of this video is to kind of try to like get rid of that in a way. But I guess maybe, yeah, I don't know, it might sound kind of not like I would want it, but yeah. So anyway, so I get it that like I have no idea why somebody would dislike or like a video. There can be millions and millions of reasons, and also even comments, like there's just like such an infinite, well, I don't know if that's like too much to say, but like there's such a like, well, maybe there are an endless way of like looking at like and interpreting things, like, you know, like words of people, especially on the internet, because like you really don't know the person behind those words, and you literally don't know nothing about them, and it can, like, however you interpret it, it's really like a reflection of views. That's why in a way YouTube is kind of like, for me sometimes I think of it as like a kind of, well, I don't want to say that it's a tool, because now it's kind of weird, because like, you know, talking about people, but it kind of, I guess in a way, can be like a training, philosophical training, in that kind of sense of like, you know, learning about your own self, how you interpret things. I guess I say it like that because I never really had friends and I never really had kind of people to kind of, you know, learn from, or kind of no, that's the wrong colorate. No, that's not. No, it's like from colors. I don't know what I want to say, but just kind of like have some kind of, you know, I don't know, learning process. I don't know the word. Like I knew how to say it in my head, and then when I went to say it, it didn't make sense. So great. So anyway, so yeah, I feel like I kind of started from like different like side of the subject that I wanted, but okay, so yeah, so there's like an endless way of interpreting things, and of course sometimes I have this kind of thing, like this, what I would think that, oh, socially, how people like think or whatever, and how like reaction should kind of go, whatever. Well, okay, maybe let's leave it like that. But like I always know that that's like not me. I never felt connected. It always made me feel kind of empty in my stomach and make me want to die, the way that like, but then again, it's just kind of, I guess, also in like extent of like my thoughts or whatever. But yeah, like I feel like this whole concept of like hate and everything like that, or just like how people in general kind of speak about like things on the internet, or like a general, or maybe let's just like keep it from like the internet. It's kind of like they killed this whole huge and very important and kind of high position of like a person who like, and I guess it kind of relates also to people, I don't know, I didn't quite thought about that, but I guess it also just reflects on each person. Either it's like me, like making a video, like the creator, or like just somebody commenting, like just whoever is like on the internet, I think. Like, I don't know, sometimes I literally need like time to like sit and like think about something. I can't just like do it like so fast, but yeah, okay, so maybe I'll just kind of try to stay like to like my original thought, that so there's like this, like a person who has such a strong power. I think it also, I guess, reflects to anyone, I guess, and just like a general, I guess, in life, but in internet I feel like it's kind of easier, because you can, unless you put some kind of limitations on yourself or something, you can kind of have like, you know, more kind of time to like reflect what you want to say or reply or whatever. But again, I'm kind of missing the whole point. So when you're like the person, you're like in charge of like how you want to interpret something. And even if something might seem mean at first or nice or whatever, however it might seem at first, like you are holding the strong power of like you can respond to it in such a ways that you can turn this whole, let's say that you think somebody commented something in a mean way, or some kind of like, well, I guess let's keep it to like the so-called hate or whatever. Like, it's such a great kind of learning thing to kind of like, I guess, test your own self in the sense of like just realizing that it's really all up to you. Like, you have like this whole power of like changing however you're gonna respond to this one person and change this whole direction. And then again, at the end, I guess you just don't know really what the person means. So I guess that's why we talk and have conversations. But I feel like these days, like, kind of having conversations just as like learn about each other is a little bit like having like an issue. We have like kind of issue, I suppose, as people or something. Or maybe I'm just in the wrong crowd or something. So yeah, it's just like this kind of like, it's such a huge power, and seeing that people made it like, oh, hate right away, instead of just like, in a way, empowering yourself and like realizing like, you have all the power, you can just like, you know, of course, like you can have more say and things like that. It's all depending like what kind of, I guess, a relationship and attitude you have to like, what you kind of like put out or like what you kind of do. But then again, like, right, so I guess even, you know, you can then have to like self-reflect on your own like self, right? Not like right away jump on somebody else or whatever. Okay, so I guess maybe I'll just like keep this video and then that kind of aspect that, yeah, I feel like this whole hate kind of concept is just kind of weird. I know it's kind of like very basic, like, conversation about this whole thing, but I just feel like people just took it like the wrong road and they keep going there, not realizing that there's no way of like having a destination where everything is like peaceful and good. Like, you might have like some stops on that road, but you're never really gonna go there, in my opinion. And you just have to like realize that you're on the wrong path and just like start from this, you know, completely different mindset. So again, happy spooky season, happy Halloween, wishing you everything well, and